Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I am playing Martin, but today's twist is that Martin has all queens. That's right, Martin has 2 rows of queens, which is 15 queens because the king is not included, which is what, 135 points of material, and I only have 39, so black is up 96 points of material. It's a forced mated 3 according to Stockfish. And yeah, let's get into the first game. Alright, Martin has the black pieces, which is good because if Martin had the white pieces and he moves first, then this would just be checkmate. So, obviously, I have to defend against this threat on f2. Notice I say f2 and not any of these, e2 or d2, because these squares are already defended by various pieces, but the f2 square is only defended by my king. So if there's 2 queens lining up on f2, then one can just take and the other one protects, and that is checkmate. So there are a few options for how I can defend this. Number one is to just push the pawn, and this queen is still looking at f3, f2, but it's not. There isn't 2 queens looking at it. Option number 2 is to develop the knight and block, so that again there's only 1 queen looking at it. And option 3 is to defend it with like this. I think I like the blocking idea because you want to try to develop your pieces as fast as you can. And I mean, I'm not playing against Stockfish, so okay, what just happened? Did you see that, guys? What was like plus 26, and now it's back to -3. I don't know what that was. But now this knight is pinned, I guess, because, or maybe skewered, I don't know. Because if I move it, then there's this queen and this queen, which can target a checkmate on f2. And if you're wondering, then yes, this was a request sent in by one of my friends. Actually, one of my friends requested it, and another friend was very enthusiastic about it, so I decided to make a video on this because this does look pretty fun, and YouTubers have done this in the past. I know Gotham Chess has done this, but he had 4 rows of queens because obviously Gotham Chess is, a lot more advanced than I am. Anyways, we get queen to g6. I should say queen f g6 because there's queen gc6, queen hg6. I'm just gonna develop my pieces and hope Martin doesn't get too aggressive. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the evil bar is doing here. It's Stockfish is just crashing out. The question is, if I go here and make a discovered attack on the queen, will he see it? Remember, I can't do this one because there's no queen here. No queen started on any of these squares that your bishop can see in one move. But this queen just moved there. So the question is, will Martin see it? Okay, and the answer is no, because queen b4 targets nothing. I mean, all of these are defended. Now, if he ever gets smart, then he can start sacrificing, and after takes he can take, and I can't really take back because this. So if he gets smart and he starts sacrificing, and if he starts playing like Stockfish or even like a 900 rated bot instead of a 250 rated bot, then I'm absolutely cooked. But he's not. He's Martin, so that's why this is funny. That's why I'm making this video. I mean, this is the obvious move that you've all been waiting for, and waiting for me to stop yapping and just make the move. But I do want to point out one thing. Since we have the same number of pieces, if I take every queen with one of my pieces, at the end, it's just going to be 2 kings. But I'm not sure, like, since we have the same amount of pieces, I guess it's just best to just take. Whoops, bad arrow. But I remember in the Gotham Chess video, since there was 31 queens. Oh god, what did I do? I don't know what I did there, but alright, let me just do this again. Knight here. Oh wait, we're playing against the normal setup. Wait, let me just fix this really quickly. I don't know what happened there. Alright, we are back. I couldn't get Martin to play the same move, so I just set up this position from the start. And, what I was saying about, sorry about that. I did not expect that to happen. But what I was saying was in the Gotham Chess video, since there was 31 queens, even if Martin gives up a queen for like a pawn or something, you still only have 15 pieces that can get captured, not including the king, right? So then he would still have 16 queens left, and that would be bad. I think what happened in that video, I don't think I watched it fully, was he started like taking a queen with the pawn, and Martin would just not see it, and he would just take all the way to the end, promote to like a knight or something, and then take like this. And he just took a bunch of queens with like one pawn, which I guess turned into a knight. But for me, I don't have that problem because I have exactly the amount of pieces as Martin does. So if I can take free material, it's basically guaranteed that's a good move. So I'm gonna take. And okay, Martin does not take back, but instead goes for queen c to d6. A very powerful move. And what it does exactly, I cannot tell you, but I will take this free queen. And I will take, but the problem is if I take this, then it's gonna be check. So he can't just move a random queen. See, when I took these queens, he wasn't forced to take it, right? He could do literally any move he wanted. There's like 18,000 moves here. That was just a random number, by the way. And then I took here, he didn't have to take anything, so he went here. But now if I take, there's still the option of king f7, which is absurd. But since he has a king, a queen, a second queen, a third queen, a fourth queen looking at the square, I think he's going to take back. But it's not like my bishop has a safe square anyway. All of these squares are covered. So, yeah, I'll just take. Alright, we do get taken back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the evil bar here. It's showing I'm winning plus 12.5. Clearly not. Like, just look over here. It does not look like I'm winning. Plus 72. First things first, this pawn is hanging. If I move it, then the knight is not defended, but it's defended by the queen, so it's fine. Yeah, min 5, plus 25. Okay, just ignore this. Or if you'd rather watch it, then you can watch it, but I have no idea what's happening here. Alright, we get queen f to f6. And I'm frankly not sure what that does. Maybe I should just go here, try to take. Well, the problem is I can't really take because the queen can just take the rook. But we gotta try something, right? Okay, he actually sees it. And that's a good move. Wow, he's gonna win the knight. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy how Martin is 250 rated and he can still figure out how to coordinate his pieces? Maybe he just doesn't see it. He just moved his queen to the first spot he could find. This is covered, this is covered, this is covered. So he's like, oh, free spot. Let me go there. But yeah, let me just attack it. Dang. And he does take. Wow. Well, now it's a forced queen trade, right? Unless I move my rook and then Martin decides not to take and do something else. Okay. I would still like Martin to not take. So I think here, obviously, I move my rook so it doesn't get captured. But now that I can do whatever I want, I think I'm going to block with my knight so that I can't get taken. And yeah, I don't know what... Okay, the evil bar was going up for a minute and then it went back down. Okay, I don't like the look of this. I don't like how the queens are coordinating. And if Martin's smart enough to sacrifice his queen sacrifices 2 queens for a knight and a queen, then I have no pieces left. So I am cooked. So I will block that attack. Uh-oh, what is Martin doing? What is Martin doing? The answer is he's getting aggressive, which is not good for me. Let's develop this bishop. Maybe we can go bishop c3. Skewer the queens. Okay, this is not checkmate because I have here. And it actually looks like I'm pretty safe surrounded by these pieces. So I'm going to take this queen. Okay, maybe I should actually move the king so I can defend this. Let's do that. Let's try it. Okay. Of all the pieces that Martin has, queens I should say, of all the queens that Martin has, Martin decides not to move any of them and just go king f8. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay, let's keep taking. We get taken back, finally. This pawn is hanging. I guess I should push it. What do I do now? I mean, I want to go like c4 and try to take and start going on like a pawn rampage. But the problem with c4 is that it exposes my king a lot. And I'm not very comfortable with that. I mean, I guess there's a4. But then I still can't take because this queen and this queen are coordinating here. But I have to try something, right? I can't just sit around and do nothing. Ooh, okay, now I have a tough choice. Do I take this and allow the queen to come in? Or do I move the rook first? You know what? I'm going to take a safer decision and say I should probably move the rook first because, yeah, Martin's not going to see this anyway. I can take that whenever I want. Martin won't see this, right? Ah, he saw it. Dang it. I was like, yes, it's a fork. There's no chance that 4 of your queens can take this. There's definitely no chance that they can take back. It's a fork, so I win a queen, but alas, no chance. Okay, let's see. We started with 15 queens, though, and now there's only 3, 6, 9 queens? There's only 9 queens. We got rid of 6 queens. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3. The light squared bishop captured 3 queens before it died. And then four, 5. And then dark square bishop captured 2 queens before it died. And then 6. And then this, the A pawn, will give you a name. What should I name him? The A pawn, Albert, took 1 queen and then tried to take a second queen here, but then unfortunately died as well. Okay, so we've took 6 queens so far, and I've only lost a pawn and 2 bishops in the process. Alright, could be better, but could be worse. Let's see. I think I'm too worried about, like, c4 and queen b2 when the rook was on a1. But, I mean, now the rook is covering that square, right? Oh, shoot! That was a mouse slip. I was trying to draw an arrow. Wait a minute. Can I undo that, please? That was definitely a mouse slip. I was trying to draw the arrow that the rook covers b2. So now I can play c4. Am I allowed to undo? Oh, I am. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. That was actually a mouse slip. Alright, we get queen gh3. I'm just looking at this because I don't even want to try to replicate it myself. The question is, if I go c5, is he going to see all this? He doesn't. Okay, let's take. Wait. I gotta be careful, though. Well, that's not really a problem because the knight covers. If the knight wasn't there, that would be checkmate, so that would be a problem. And let's not promote to a queen, but let's promote to a knight so that it's a fork, and we can take? There's 5 queens left. Oh my god. How many queens did we just take? That pawn took 1 queen, 2 queens, 3 queens, turned into a knight, and took 4 queens. It took 4 queens. I'm not even down that much material now. I'm only down 18 points of material, which is 2 queens. So if we got rid of 2 queens, it would be equal against Martin. Alright, let's attack this queen. Oh, but he can take back. That's kind of... I was hoping he wouldn't take back and would go like king here. So when I take this and he takes back, it's 3 queens versus the entire army, which I could definitely finish off. But this... yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. There's only 4 queens left, though. And he started with 15, which just goes to show how terrible Martin is. Sorry, Martin. I'm bullying you a little bit. But still, there's mate in 6 according to Stockfish, so I can't like just goof off. I have to be careful. Let's attack the queen. Oh my god, I forgot the queen in the corner. You know how they say beginners forget like long range moves like this? Like maybe they can see if the queen's like here, they can see that, they can see this. Maybe they see this, but like this is too long range. Right? It's just hard to see. I completely forgot about that. I should have went knight here. I should have done that. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, at least it's not checkmate, because now that the knight moved from that square, I can actually move my king over. So it's not checkmate. Oh god. Yeah, this is not looking good. Not looking good. Let's just shuffle around. He's trying to go for this. Is he? I mean, I don't know what that is. But... oh, I can attack the queen now. I mean, let's do it. First, oh. It's a free queen. Oh no. No way, I just lost my queen. I have to go king f1 because of these squares covered. And then I lose my queen. And if I go f3 to block, then this is actually just checkmate because of this queen. That's so sad. Okay, well, he does sacrifice the queen, though. I don't know. Oh, that was brilliant. Wait, that was absolutely brilliant. He sacrifices the queen to lure my king away from these escape squares, and then gives a checkmate because my king is suffocated by my own pawns. That's crazy. Okay, we gotta try that again. Let's move on to game number 2. Alright, game number 2. For the first few moves, I'm gonna do the same thing. And, okay, I don't even need to develop this knight now, because now that the queen, like, comes onto this diagonal or this diagonal, you can push a pawn and reveal it like this. That's a problem. Wait, is that the reason why I went knight c3 last game, so that the queen could be disconnected? Because that would make sense, actually. Because if I ever get a queen trade, that's not good for me, because this is the only queen I have. If Martin gets a queen trade, that's good for him, because he has like 14 other queens. Let's go knight c3, hoping he doesn't take. Okay. The best move here, obviously, was to take and then like move your queen out of danger. But Martin doesn't move his queen. Martin doesn't take. Martin doesn't move his queen out of here. He does this. So that's free now. I still can't take with the knight because it's pinned, but I can take with the bishop. Yeah, the bishop was covering g2 though, so I'm gonna lose either the rook or the knight. Obviously the rook is worth more, so I will save it. Okay, he doesn't want the knight. Let's go knight d4. Oh my god. I blundered. Okay, it was made an 8 here if I just like sacked the knight. Oh, there was bishop e2 probably. Or like queen d1 or something. To save the knight. But now that I went here, I was thinking of covering e2. Which was already covered, so that was not smart. But now he sacrifices the queen. My only legal move is to take because this queen covers these. And then checkmate. That's crazy. Martin's getting too good. I mean, in the last game, we got real close, and then I blundered my queen via that king here, queen skewers. I can just move here, right? Nope, because there's a queen here tactic. But, yeah. I think we can do it this time, though. I think we can do it this time. Let's move on to game number 3. Alright, game number 3. Of course we go knight f3 as the first move. It just feels natural, developing the knight, blocking the attack on the pawn. And before I do any, crazy maniac bishop comes out stuff, let's also block this one off so that the 2 weakest points, obviously this one is a lot more important because it would literally be checkmate if a queen landed here and a queen was protecting it. So we blocked off the two most important points, f2 and c2, which are only defended by a queen and king. Now we can probably start goofing off again, or not goofing off, but like try to take the queens. But if I take, then I lose my rook, and I don't think a rook is worth the queen because I do have limited pieces, right? So I'm gonna move my rook first, and then take. Is he gonna see it if I just push all the way? Because he seems to have a blind spot for pawns, is what I've seen. And this is defended too. Well, if I go here, it's not defended, but is he gonna see it is the question. Maybe I'll give a discovered attack like this. Okay. Ah, he took it though. I don't even know what's going on with the evil bar here. I'm just trying to ignore it, like most of you probably are. Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't take so I could bring it back to e3, protect the square so I can give a fork, but he took. Man. Alright, I really want to play knight e4, but I keep forgetting that c2 is weak. And this knight is literally impossible to move because that would just be checkmate. Maybe let's Bianchetto the bishop. Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy. Martin taking advantage of the pin. And I can't take back and I just, oh my god. That's insane. How did I get checkmated so quickly these last two games? I got checkmated in 10 moves. And the one before that, it was like 8 moves. The first one, I did so well. What did I do in the first one? I don't even know. Alright, anyways, let's move on to game number 4. I was wondering if there's anything else you could do about this f2 pawn other than knight f3. I mean, as I said the last game, it just feels natural. Developing a piece, stopping the threat. What else? Controlling the center, even though I'm not sure if that's crucial in this game. More than just going a4, a5, a6 and trying to gobble up these queens somehow. But yeah, I mean, the other option, as I said, is knight h3, which definitely isn't better because, first of all, Martin might just see mate in 2, which is just taking the pawn. Knight takes, and the queen takes, and that's just checkmate. And the other option is f3, which just makes sure my knight can't move anywhere, which is bad. So, knight f3 is the basically forced first move. Queen takes c2, okay? That's bad. That's really bad. Remember last time I was saying that after here, and I play like e3, or maybe it was here, and I go here to get the discovered attack, Martin can take? Well, if he takes on the first move, then that's even worse. The only hope I have is to go here, and then disconnect the queen from the diagonal and the file. But if he takes my queen at any point during that, then that's bad. But d3 does come with a double threat now. It attacks the queen via discovered attack, and it disconnects this queen. So I do like this move. Martin doesn't see any. I'll take the queen. I will take this queen. Okay, we gotta be careful here because my pawn is pinned, so this is crucial. Oh wait, I want to save my bishop before I do anything else. Let's go bishop e3, attack this queen. I will take that. Martin's not taking. Interesting. Let's attack this queen. He sees that one. This one? Uh-oh. Can I take? Oh, Martin doesn't see it. Martin doesn't see it. Okay, I'm not going to promote to a queen because then he's probably going to take. I'm going to promote to, let's promote to, what should I, let's do knight. Wow. But if I take here, it's going to be check, so he's going to see it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But it was good while it lasted. And Martin only has, what, 8 queens now. I took 7 queens, and most of them were with the bishop and the pawn, which became a knight. I still have to be careful here, but there's no more pin. This could be good for me. Also, I've never castled in this video yet, and I'm wondering if that's a good idea because my queen is defending, so there's no tricky traps. But apparently, Stockfish didn't like it. It went from -14 to maiden 4. But I mean, I feel more safe this way. There's also a knight here. It's just a simple fork. There's also a bishop here. It's a simple pin. If I go knight here, that just hangs the rook. So I'm gonna defend the rook like this, and then I'll go knight here. And queen bb4. Let's attack it. Okay, now there's a lot of queens hanging. There's these two, and then there's this one. Let's take this one, and then let's take here. This square is safe, but this square attacks more queens. Let's give a check. Let's go here. Let's take this queen. Okay, we're getting real close now. It's only +11 for Martin, and it's -4. Oh god, I better not mess this up at this stage. He has 5 queens, and I have a bunch of pieces in return. It's not even that bad for me. Okay. Oh man, I wish he hadn't taken that. If I take that would probably leave me in a winning position, actually. I kind of want to go queen d2 and just play this trappy. But it leaves my king a little unsafe. I'm not sure. I'm going to go e3 and try to go for this. Okay, I can still do this. And Stockfish thinks I'm winning now? Material's even. It's +1 in material. How am I winning? Oh, I have this fork. Aha. Let's go check. Let's go here. Let's go here. Man, how do I win this though? Let's go check. Oh wait, what is that? Wait, why did I do that? I forgot about the queen. I was just like, okay, king's gotta move somewhere. Actually, this would be checkmate if the queen weren't here. King can't go anywhere. Why did I do that? Okay, that was not smart. Let's trade queens, I guess. We do have a rook and what the heck is this? 6 pawns against a queen. And Stockfish thinks it's equal, but Martin, I'm playing Martin, so there's no way this is equal. And there you have it. And now we will bully Martin by promoting to a bunch of rooks. Alright. I'm just doing this for fun. We will put them over here. This. Stack them. Like this. And cut the king off. And then bring the king here. How do I do this? I want it to be like this and like this and this. Oh, I have to bring the king here and then do this. We beat Martin on our 4th try, with Martin having 2 full rows of queens. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know in the comments how it was. I sure did. I thought it was a really fun idea, a new twist that a lot of YouTubers have done before, but I have not. And yeah, I thought it was just, in general, really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and this cool 5 rook king diagonal checkmate pattern. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Like and subscribe!